Right, okay, so this is my 1 year review of the TBE inverter. It says it's supposed to be pure sine wave, 2000 watts with a surge of 4000 watts. That's what it says there. Well, it is a pure sine wave and it's working just fine. But as I said in my first video, when I first got this a year ago now, there's no way, I've tested it out, there's no way it can do 2000 watts and a surge of 4000 watts. There's no way that it can do that at all. I think the most I got out of it was about 1300 watts. But other than that, it does exactly what I need it to do. I'll show you what I'm powering. I use this to power a small office in here. I'll show you. I have a small office here. So it just needs to power the laptop, even though obviously it's got its own internal battery, so it doesn't necessarily really need to power that, but it does need to power the router. I've got a strip light here, around the back here, around the back there, one strip light at the top there, and another strip light down the side there. So, and I think everything here is only about 165 watts, I think it is. So if I get a power outage, it just needs to power 165 watts. And this does that very easily, you know, without any problems whatsoever. It will power that. I paid for it about, I'm going to write it down here now. So I need to find out exactly how much I paid for it. So it'll be just below here. You'll be able to see how much I paid for it. And considering that I've had it for a year now, and it does everything that I need it to do, I think the amount I paid for it wasn't that bad, really. It's doing what I need it to do. Now, as I said before, for the first video I made about this was a year ago. That was the first day I got it, and trying it out with a few different things, it gets hot and the fans come on and the case was rattling quite badly. And so, well, I live in a hot climate, and it's most of the time here it's above 30 degrees Celsius, and this can come on within about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. The fans will start to come on and there's that rattle there. So what I've got this fan here that's there just all the time. So whenever I turn this on, the fan should come on. Here it comes. Whenever I turn this on to power whatever I'm powering at the time, this small fan is just blowing on it. And this is also linked up through the extension lead down here that comes straight from the inverter. The fan is still, so I'm using some of the power from the battery to power the fan. But then yet again, the battery that I've got, the amount of power I've got stored there is always a hell of a lot more than I need, so I don't mind using some juice just to cool it down. I know it's counter-effective, but it's fine for me. With this fan on there now, blowing on that, just keeping the case just cool enough so as the fans don't come on, then it's completely silent. It's completely silent and it's doing a pretty good job. I'm just charging a lithium battery from it. I'm really happy with it. It does what I need it to do without any problems. It's totally silent. Yeah, this might be a little bit inconvenient for some people if you live in a hot climate, having to have a fan like this blowing on it to keep it cool. But where I live, it's only about 1 month of the year. It's about 20 degrees C, 20 to 25 degrees C, and then I don't need the fan. This is fine with what I'm running from it, only about 160 watts. It's hooked up here to a 200 amp hour truck battery, and I've just added over here now, this is my old car battery, which is linked up to the, temporarily linked up to it just to keep it on trickle charge. But I don't use this to its full potential at all, really. Just I had another battery there and I thought, well, I just may as well just connect it up because you don't know when you're going to get a power outage. And how it is now, it's just been trickle charged through this here. It's just been trickle charged just nicely. How are we doing? at the moment, no load on it. Okay, so I've got 14 volts coming in at 0.8 amps, so it's just a trickle charge right now. So, well, what else can I say? TBE 2000 watt inverter from China, not what it says it is, but for what I'm using it for, I would say it's good up to, depends what you're running, but up to maybe 600 or 900 watts. The maximum I've got out of it was 1500 watts, but I only actually need it for 165 watts, so I'm quite happy with it. So there you go. Right, cheers now, take care. Hope you enjoyed my video. Give me a thumbs up and a like. Cheers, bye.